How's it going, guys? It's K-Cars, and in this video I'm going to be talking about 5 things I love about the 2016 Dodge Challenger ScatPack after 4 years. So I did make a 5 things I love and 5 things I hate video about this car a while back, and now I'm going to do like an updated version of those videos. Alright guys, so starting off with number 1, I would have to give it to performance. And what I mean by that is kind of like the acceleration. I know this car isn't the fastest car in the world. It's definitely not faster than a Z06. If you guys haven't seen my Z06 videos and you want to see them, they're definitely on my channel and you can definitely go check those out. But the Dodge Challenger is made for straight line speed, and that's what it's good at. Now, it is still a boat. I'm not gonna lie and say it's like good around turns or whatever. It's good in a straight line, and that's what it's made for. So number 1, like I said, is gonna be the performance, and that has not changed since I first got this car. I fell in love with the acceleration of this car as soon as I was able to actually accelerate in this car because of the 500-mile break-in period. When you're just driving around like on a regular city road, you're pretty much the fastest car out there. Like, you will come across like, I don't know, a Camaro Z01 or a Z06, or a random sports car that just happens to be faster than this thing. But in general, you are going to be the fastest car on the road. And what I love about this car is that when people get road rage because you drive slow, just because, you know, you're driving over a bumpy road or potholes, obviously you're gonna drive slow if you're driving a car like this. And those people that get so mad at you, like they're driving a Subaru Impreza or I don't know, like a daily driver like that, they get so mad, pass you. Once you get to a straight, smooth road, you pass them. And I don't know why, but I just think it's so fun to mess with people like that. So I mean, this car is definitely good to do that in because it's loud and fast. So that's number 1, performance. Now moving on to number 2 is going to be the sound. So if you guys didn't know, this car has Cook's long tube headers, catless mid pipes, and a mid muffler delete. So it's definitely not quiet at all. I was actually driving in front of one of my friends a while ago, and he said it's the loudest car he's ever heard, which is insane. You really don't know how loud a car is until you hear it from the outside. And I've only heard this car from the outside like once or twice with the long tube headers installed. It was insane, a whole lot louder than I was expecting it to be. And what's cool about the stock Challenger exhaust is it does have an active exhaust system. And what I mean by that is that when it's just idling, the exhaust valves are completely open. And when you get on the gas, they open up more and more as you go higher up in the RPMs. So at full throttle, obviously they're gonna be completely open, and that's when it's the loudest. And with how this car is right now, with the mods that it has, it's completely insane. It just screams. Like, it is really raspy. Some people don't like that sound, but I like it. And even at low RPMs, it's just insane. So you probably still could make this car louder than what it is right now. You'd probably get like a Corsa Extreme catback for this car, along with the Cook's long tube headers and catless mid pipes. It would probably be even more louder than how it sounds right now. I'm probably just gonna keep the exhaust how it is right now because it sounds amazing to me. So that's number 2, the exhaust. So now let's move on to number 3. So number 3 is gonna be how this car looks. So just looking at this car straight on, you can see it looks really mean, and you definitely know what it is coming down the road. It has so much road presence. And especially with those halo lights, if it's not directly in the sunlight like it is right now, you can definitely see the halo lights, and they look insane. I really love that they added those for 2015 and newer Challengers. I think they look insane. But like I said, it does look insane from pretty much every angle. It is pretty big. Like I said, it is a boat. Let's go ahead and get a side angle here. So I mean, it definitely does have some size to it. That's why they call it a boat. It weighs 4,200 pounds. And you definitely do feel it, I'm not gonna lie, but it still looks insane. Its performance is insane too for what it is, for how much it weighs. You see the back angle right there. And it is a pretty wide car as well. It's not wide like a Z06, The Z06 is definitely wider. It has those hips in the back that kind of stick out, which I love. If you're looking for like an old style, like retro looking car, the Challenger is definitely the car you want to get. I just can't get enough of this car, especially with that shaker on top. It just adds to it so much. So there you can see. And I did add some cosmetic stuff to this car from ZL1 add-ons. I have their deluxe rock guards, side skirts, and diffuser. I do have install tutorials for all of these products if you want to go check those out on my channel. So there's the rock guards front and back, side skirts right here. There's the back rock guard, and then the diffuser is probably my favorite part. It looks insane. I just love the way it looks on this car. I kind of feel like it makes it look lower, like it's closer to the ground, so it makes it look like the whole car is lowered, which is really cool. I would like to lower this car, but the roads around here are terrible, and I would definitely scrape. If you guys saw the video of my review of that Pro-Charged SRT 392, his is actually lowered and it looks really good. Definitely a good video, it's worth the watch too. But yeah, lowered, this car will look even more insane. Definitely does have some ground clearance, but I mean, you need some ground clearance around here, and I've already scraped this front splitter a few times, but nothing terrible. Like I said, the appearance is number 3, and for number 4, let's go ahead and go to the inside of the car. So, as you guys see, the inside of the car also looks very good. So number 4 is going to be the interior, and what I mean by that is how it looks. So you can see the shaker seats right there, red and black leather seats also in the back. So the main thing I like about the Challenger's interior is how everything is kind of driver oriented, driver focused, like a fighter jet. I kind of want to compare it to a Lamborghini Aventador, but I know it's nothing like that. I feel like the Aventador is definitely more compact and a lot more driver focused. But as you can see, this whole like center portion right here, including the screen, are angled towards the driver, which I really like. And then you kind of got like the, I don't know, fighter jet cockpit here. It looks really cool. And then you got the door also red and black to match the exterior of the car. And yeah, so the interior is definitely really nice. Comparing it to the Z06, I mean, I feel like it, I don't know, I feel like it looks better, maybe looks more expensive. The Z06 kind of looks and feels cheaper than the Challenger, I think. But yeah, if you just like tap on it or something, then I mean, it definitely feels better quality than the Z06. And the cup holders are actually usable. I know there's some cars that don't even have usable cup holders, and I know for the new Supra, the cup holders are actually in the armrest, so they're completely unusable. Like if you have a drink there, you have nowhere to put your arm if it's not on the steering wheel. Which I know a lot of people drive with their arm like this, so if you have cup holders right there, you would not be able to do that at all, which I would not like. So yeah, the interior is very good. You also have cup holders in the doors, which is awesome. Then there is a good amount of space actually. So with the passenger seat all the way back, let me show you guys how much legroom there is. Not sure how well you guys could see that, but there definitely is a good amount of leg space in the back seats, and the back seats are pretty comfortable as well. So are the front seats. But if you're going for a road trip that's longer than about 2 hours, then you're definitely going to start hurting, mostly in your back. But that's how it is with pretty much most cars, I would believe. Now, comparing it to the Z06 was uncomfortable after like 30 minutes. My back was killing me, even worse than this car after 5 hours. That's why the interior is one of the things I love about this car, and it's number 4. Now let's go ahead and move on to number 5, which is going to be the ease of use of the Challenger. So I'll go ahead and start it up right here. So of course that exhaust sound never gets old, especially with the long tube headers, callus mid pipes, mid muffler delete, all that fancy stuff. So ease of use, let's go ahead and talk about that right here. So you have 4 arrows, up, down, right, left, which is completely self-explanatory. Let's go ahead and run through all the menu options that you have on the Challenger. So I'll hit the down arrow right now. There you can see trip info. And what I like is that you have these 2 bars like on the bottom. They kind of just went away right there, but I'll show you right now. You have the 2 bars right here where it says OK right above that. So that's how you know how many pages you have to scroll through. Kind of like on an iPhone, you have those dots on the bottom of the home screen to know how many pages you have to scroll through. And there's nothing for like up and down, but they do have it for right to left. So let's go ahead and click down again. It's your audio, messages, screen setup. This is very easy. I'm not going to go through it, but basically this is where you go to select where you want all of your information to be displayed. For example, your temperature, clock, and if you want it to show what gear you're in, you can set that up right here. Scroll down again, speedometer, vehicle info, and once again you have all these different pages to scroll through. Performance, also have the pages to scroll through. I've actually never looked at these. That's pretty cool. Wonder what my best 0 to 60 is 5 seconds. That's pretty bad, but then again, I'm still on the stock 245 tires. Let's see, 0 to 100, 14. Probably wasn't really trying on that one. 1/8 mile timer, 8.6 seconds. 1/4 mile, 13.6. I don't know when I did that, but 13.6. I mean, if I was trying, it'd probably be a little bit lower, but I mean 13.6 isn't that great, but it's not terrible, I guess. So I've never actually looked through these performance pages, but they are really cool and useful. And I guess it automatically does these timers for you, which is cool as well. And then you're back down to your fuel economy. So that's very simple to use. Like I said, you just scroll through those different pages. Then right here, let's look at the infotainment system real quick. You got your media, that's where you can connect your phone. You have USB, aux, or SD, you can put that in. It's actually right down here, USB, aux, and SD. And then moving on, you have your controls. And the screen is a little bit laggy, but it's not terrible, and it's really easy to get used to and use. All your different controls. I mean, you literally can't get messed up with how easy this thing is to use. Apps, you got all your settings here and stuff, easy to use. Climate controls, and then you got your phone right here. If you want to pair your phone to Bluetooth right there, and to turn the screen off, it's just right there. So, I mean, you can see how easy that is to use. It's definitely easy to get used to and use. When I was in the Z06, I couldn't really figure out how to use everything. It was kind of confusing, probably because I wasn't used to it, but it would definitely take me a lot more time to get used to the Z06 than it did with this car. Guys, there you have it. Those are 5 things I love about the Dodge Challenger after 4 years. So like I said, it hasn't been exactly 4 years, but it will be 4 years here really soon. So I thought I would just make an updated video for you guys to see if my opinions have changed at all. And honestly, I'm not sure what my 5 things were whenever I made the first video. If you want to know what they were, you can go ahead and watch that video. Yeah, I still love this car and it's insane. So just to review, the 5 things I love are the performance, the exhaust sound, the looks on the inside, and the ease of use and interior comfortability on the inside, I guess. If you guys have any suggestions for videos you would like to see in the future, make sure to leave those down in the comments. And if you liked this video or found it entertaining, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.